Good morning, fellow Americans. Ji-young and I are writers for the Washington Post and are here today to explain the gist of our organization.
We are a nationally recognized publication in the heart of Washington, D.C. that covers a range of news. Although we have some editorial, for the most part, we cover news, story, and events.
The Washington Post is really big. It has lots of types of articles. There are fact-based articles like Obama calls on Congress to pass immigration legislation by the end of the year.
And there are editorial like two huge questions about Obamacare just got answered, which supports a positive prospect for it.
As you can see, we tend to err on the liberal side, but not to the extent of the New York Times. Most of the headlines appear objective, detailing events.
But there are a few articles that show a dash of liberalism, like a headline, Republicans have hurt themselves in the battle of house.
In fact, Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, has recently bought the Washington Post. We know him to be a little democratic, according to him and his coworkers, so we expect there to be more liberal articles in the future.
But the paper is not so liberal that it turned off conservative viewership. There are balancing articles like, sorry, liberal Obamacare problem go much deeper than the website.
Essentially, the demography is not just liberals, but a mixed bag of liberals and conservatives, young and old. However, the paper does tend to gravitate towards more affluent influentials, experts, and corporate leaders.
We plan to increase our readership by writing articles that are not so biased.
Like we said before, we don't want to turn off conservatives. We still are going to write from various perspectives.
So, fellow candidate, what do you have to do to get a good story from us?
Words speak just as loud as actions. We are a paper that tells it like it is. We aren't so tethered to one side, so we can attempt to remain objective.
While we're still gonna lean toward liberal, we still point out flaws of both liberal and conservative.
We anticipate working with the MSNBC because they have a left-sided view as well. Anyway, that's it for us. We are going to get back to work.